In the dark days of World War II, a new terror ruled the night skies, enemy bombers striking under the cover of darkness. To counter this threat, the Allies needed a hunter built for one purpose: to see in the dark, stalk its prey, and kill without mercy. This hunter was not a modification or an afterthought. It was America's first purpose-built night fighter, the Northrop P-61 Black Widow. Sleek, heavily armed, and packed with secret radar, it was the terror of the night. With names like Night Lightning painted on its nose, this wasn't just a plane, it was a weapon system operated by a dedicated three-man crew. Today, we uncover the story of the shadowy predator that owned the night. Born in darkness, it would redefine how air combat was fought when the world slept. This is the Northrop P-61 Black Widow. In 1940, the British shared a secret that changed everything: radar. It could see through the night, but needed an aircraft purpose-built to bring it to battle. Enter Jack Northrop with a radical vision, a big twin-boom fighter fused around sensors and firepower. Two massive Pratt & Whitney R-2800s, the same muscle behind the Hellcat and Corsair, hauled this giant through the night. For a fighter, it was huge, because the technology demanded space, power, and stability. Inside the bulbous nose lived the secret: the SCR-720 Airborne Intercept Radar. Eyes in the dark. A three-man crew made it work. Pilot up front, a radar operator guiding the intercept from the rear cockpit, and a remote turret gunner. It was a flying computer network. Crew and radar fused into a single hunter. Below, four 20mm Hispano cannons, devastating at night fighting ranges. Above, a remote-controlled turret of four 50s, later removed on many airframes, completed the gunship. Wartime film teased a shadow weapon few would ever see clearly. The SCR-720 tracked targets beyond visual range, cueing pilot turns and speed, closing to the perfect firing window. Even in miniature, that nose and belly tell the story. Sensors first, then steel. Twin booms for stability and system space. Massive nacelles for engines and gear, all serving the hunt. By dusk, they were a system: pilot, RO, gunner, checklist, scopes, discipline. The night belonged to those who could find first and fire once. The Black Widow's first hunt would come far from Europe, over the islands of the Pacific. A purpose-built night fighter was no luxury, it was survival, time to write the first page in combat. Mid-1944, the 6th Night Fighter Squadron brings the P-61 to the Pacific, Nomfor Island, New Guinea. A lone intruder haunts the darkness. A Japanese G4M Betty bomber, night after night, harasses U.S. forces. The Black Widow Moonshine launches, pilot capped, Lee Kendall, R.O. Latine, Hermann Ernst, gunner CPL, James Ketchum. Guided by ground radar, they climb into a sky black as ink. Their own AI radar locks on, bearing, range, altitude, spoken calmly over the intercom. The Betty weaves. Moonshine shadows, unseen, closing, completely blind, until the RO whispers the final vectors. Tally-ho! Contact confirmed. A short, brutal burst of 20mm, the Betty erupts, falling in flames. June 30th to July 1st, 1944, the first official kill for the Black Widow. From then on, Black Widows defend bases from night raids and stalk enemy airfields. They become intruders, hitting trains and troop concentrations in the dead of night. Early airframes wear olive drab camo, engines hissing in humid heat. Crew coordination, pilot and RO, becomes the decisive edge. Mission complete, the base sleeps easier. Next, the Widow crosses an ocean to face a different enemy. In Europe, seasoned Luftwaffe night fighters and bombers prowl the dark. New Year's Day 1945, Ash Airfield, code Y-29, Operation Bodenplatte. A desperate daylight strike slams into Allied fields. The P-61B Lady in the Dark is caught on the ground. Its crew fights back from the ramp. They launch amid chaos. Lieutenant Carol Smith, Lieutenant Philip Porter, and RO Lit Robert Tierney. They shoot down at least one FW-190, an unlikely ground-to-air victory. After the war, the Widow serves as a bad-weather, all-weather fighter and as a testbed. Its sleek photo recon cousin, the F-15 Reporter, maps a changing world, but jets and integrated radar in single-seat fighters arrive fast. A specialized machine for a specific war, it fades quickly from frontline service. Arriving late, scoring unseen kills in darkness, it's overshadowed by famous day fighters. Yet its true legacy is profound, the integrated, networked, all-weather interceptor. Only 4 complete Black Widows survive today, a rare, somber lineage. Their names whisper stories of nights when the Widow owned the sky. From the Pacific jungles to Europe's frozen fields, the Black Widow proved the concept and saved lives. The rest of air combat would follow its path into the electronic night. The Northrop P-61 Black Widow never sought the spotlight. It worked in the shadows, a silent guardian against the terrors of the night. It was over-engineered, arrived late, and was quickly replaced. But in doing so, it pioneered the very idea of the networked, all-weather combat aircraft. From the jungles of the Pacific to the snowy fields of Europe, when the sun went down, the night lightning struck with devastating force. It wasn't just a fighter, it was the first glimpse of the electronic battlefield to come. What other overlooked or secret weapon aircraft of WWII should we cover? Let us know in the comments. If you want more deep dives into aviation history, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell.